loading screen is up. We are loaded. Let you introduce the players this time. I've been hogging the introductions lately.
Alrighty then. In the south, we've got the bed flippers here. Cruncher spawning as the purple Protoss, and then Complexity's Rise spawning as the red Zerg. These guys will flip your bed. Be very careful. And then in the northern position, we have got it's Delphi. Wait. kAra being the Protoss player. He is playing under the ID ESK Gaming. We'll probably just call him ESK or Gesk. And then Delphi spawning as the green Zerg, also in, of course, the northern section of the map. And these guys are, of course, known as the pink fluffy unicorns.
Some very creative names here. As far as the name war goes, I think I have to give it to pink fluffy unicorns. They already have an advantage psychologically. Their opponents just cannot handle the pink fluffy unicorns. It reminds me of My Little Pony.
Exactly. And unicorns are a lot more deadly than just a pony here.
Or beds.
And look at this. Oh my god, they're doing a hardcore gas steal. They have taken both of Cruncher's gases. That is some forward thinking and planning right there. I was wondering, like, why are they sending out a drone and a probe? But it's because they don't want Cruncher to make anything other than zealots, I guess.
And you might think, okay, well, both his gases are gone. The Zerg will just get his own gas and feed. But you got to remember, you can't feed your ally any money whatsoever until the 5-minute mark has passed. So this is actually going to cripple Cruncher. His builds are going to be a lot more limited. Maybe he'll do some feeding of his own. I don't know, because he's going to be so mineral heavy. Definitely an interesting opening. I'm curious to see what kind of composition comes from the bed flippers as a result of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you gotta think on your feet well. It's just very difficult. Like, I just don't know. Oh, look at this, actually. Cruncher he's already proxy gating. He doesn't need. And that's actually gonna be quite expensive then, building those two refineries there. And if you take a look at the other team's vision, man, they have got no idea. He is making a forge, though, so you know what? He might have... I don't know, Cruncher actually he's got 3 gateways, man. He's got 1 in his main, so this is very actually a disguised proxy. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, there is a cannon going up, so it's going to get hairy pretty quickly here.
There is a cannon, but no wall up. Nothing's to prevent these units just from walking right on by that cannon. They can, if they choose, they can just get a good surround on that cannon even. And, you know, Cruncher, those gateways are up. They're being chrono boosted. This is going to be interesting. Rise with the Zerg things helping out a little bit. And, you know, when in doubt, when your gas gets stolen, just proxy gateways. When you get the hard counter to double gas steal is just proxy gateway, apparently.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they're going to realize Cruncher has another Zella already here, but you know what? This just isn't really working too well. It looks like Rise's Lings, you know, they ran by, the cannon got a lot of shots in, and he ended up losing a bunch. Now, will Cruncher be able to surge forward with a whole bunch of Zealots? You can see he's trying to micro like a madman. But sometimes you kind of just got to go for it, because the longer this takes, the more of a Sim City the pink fluffy unicorns here are going to get, as you see that second gateway is getting thrown up. And now these Zealots are just going to kind of be able to hold position. And then with 2 cannons, this is going to be very, very difficult to bust.
Yep, and if you check out the harvester counts here, it's 13 and 14 from our bed flippers to 14 and 19. So a decent lead from our unicorn team here, and those Zerglings, 2 of them getting picked off, trying to poke up the ramp, but there is too much of a wall there. We got 3 Zealots just kind of hanging out, clogging that hole in between the forge and the gateway, and we're actually seeing a Roach Warren and a Baneling Nest from Delphi, and a Baneling Nest from, who would that be? Rise. So going for a Baneling bust, might come down to some Baneling micro here.
Yeah, they're trying to break these destructible rocks here, but of course Delphi, he is not an idiot. He's got an Overlord spotting, so they're going to see this coming, but of course they have invested a lot in that SimCity. Now, the nice thing they are doing is fully walling off with an additional pylon, so they can just kind of focus all of their units on where the destructible rocks are, and with all these roaches popping out, it's going to be very difficult. And once again, Cruncher hasn't done a thing about any of these extractors and assimilator, much less a whole bunch of Lings from Delphi running into Cruncher's base. Cruncher is unable to mine at all. There's a couple Banelings getting made for Rise, so he should be able to clean this up, but it's actually down to 9 probes right now, and all of these Lings are going to escape me while they have busted down the destructible rocks.
And here come the Banelings. Gonna get some hits on those Zealots. Maybe. There we go. Those Zealots going down. And a GG from Cruncher, and Ryze, those lings were too much. They did take out just too many workers, I guess, and that's it. Their attack was unsuccessful, so Delphi and ESC Gaming do take that game. It is now 1-0.